folks, Ariel over here, where today I've got some bighorn sheep to share with you. I don't know if I have any other bighorn videos. It's been a long time. Anyway, I was able to observe this herd of bighorns the other day in the spring snow, as you can probably see. Sometimes it was snowing thicker, sometimes less. Again, there is no natural audio in this video because whether it was snowing or not, the wind was howling. And the audio that recorded was not anything anybody would want to listen to. Anyway, the bighorns are the largest species of sheep that lives in the Rocky Mountain area where I live. The females have small horns, like this one you're watching right now, as she decides whether or not she wants to come down the cliff. They're not quite as agile on sheer walls as the mountain goats, like I'd shared not too long ago, but they are still very sure-footed and they spend a lot of time climbing around on cliffs. They also sometimes, in the spring especially, will come down onto flat areas in the bottom. But anyway, the females have small horns like that. They're little horns. And the males, like you saw in the very first clip and a bunch more coming up here, have big round horns, and these are horns, not antlers. So things like elk and moose and deer and such have antlers. They grow a set every year. They're basically made of bone. They fall off and they grow a new set the next year. Horns, however, do not do that. Horns are actually made of like a hardened hair material on the outside, and an animal with horns grows them for life. So the females always keep their small horns, and the males get kind of bigger and bigger curls and thicker and broader curls as they mature. And it's definitely a status symbol and used for competition, as you can see here. Now, this isn't real serious headbutting, ramming that you'll see going on here. It's kind of playing around, but those big curls can get up to weighing 30 pounds. A bighorn sheep a male can weigh over 300 pounds. A lot of them are more in the 200 something range. Females at the low end of that, males at the bigger end. Anyway, but those horns alone can weigh over 30 pounds, and in places where they are actually seriously competing for female attention, you will see them run from sometimes, a long ways away and crack heads, sometimes so firmly that they'll actually knock each other out and lay their days for a bit till they get up again. Anyway, it's fascinating what boys do. But it was fun to watch these guys as they browsed around on the grass, the brush. Some are down on the flat areas, some on the hillsides, some up on the cliffs. And as always, I just really enjoy watching wildlife, and so I thought you guys would too. They do look a little scruffy right now. They're just starting to shed out their thick winter coats, which tend to be a little lighter in color than their summer coats. After those fully shed out, it gets to being a slightly more summery and less snowy. They will look much more sleek and a little bit of a darker brown, other than their white rumps and such. But that's why they look scruffy right now. They're starting to lose patches of their thick, extra winter fur. But I thought you guys might enjoy watching them as well. So have at it. Here's a bunch of bighorn sheep in a little herd, a bunch of rams, lambs, last year's lambs. I did not see any new births yet from this year. It's a little bit early still. They'll be being born soon, and a lot of female in the herd as well. And a few of the males are big enough they're getting a full curl on the side. I didn't see any real monster males in this herd, but a full curl is where the horn finally curls around far enough that you can see it looking like it completes a circle, but they also broom off the ends. They use them kind of to dig in the ground and so on, so you see on the ends of some of the bigger ones, instead of looking like a sharp point like this little one has here, they look all rubbed off, and that's because that's exactly what happened. They rub them off, and then they don't make such a pretty full curl, but I guess they're useful to the sheep. So enjoy watching a herd of bighorn sheep in the wind and spring snow. folks, Ariel over here. I have always been fascinated about how a camera works almost like a time machine, giving me the ability to share with you little glimpses of wildlife and nature that I'm surrounded by that many folks will never get a chance to see in person. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you're interested in checking out more of my photography or getting your own prints, canvases, aluminum art for your own walls, check out the links below. Have a lovely day.